Hello, hello. My name is Amy C. Willis. Welcome and thank you for being here. If you are new to me, welcome. I am a sobriety and mindset coach, and I'm also a certified EFT or tapping practitioner. And today I am here for a tapping specifically designed to support you in building and cultivating self-trust. So when I created this tapping session, I was specifically thinking about women who have struggled with addiction, and perhaps as a result of that, their relationship to trusting themselves has been diminished or severed. And I was also thinking about women who have experienced a lot of gaslighting and who have had their experiences denied to them over the years, and as a result their relationship to trusting themselves has been diminished. So that is who I have in mind for this tapping session, though I imagine folks outside of those two specific groups would find benefit in this. So if you're new to EFT, go back and watch the What the Heck is EFT video that I created so you can get familiar. And before we get into it, feel free to pause here, check in on the distress scale. It's a 0 to 10 scale. 10 is feeling extremely overwhelmed and distressed. 1 is feeling very calm. Sorry, 1 to 10 scale. 1 is very calm on that scale. So just check in with yourself where you're at when you think about trust in your life. So feel free to pause and really emotionally connect to that. So if you're ready, we are going to get into it. So we're going to start at the karate chop point. Even though I struggle to trust myself, I deeply love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I struggle to trust myself, I deeply love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I struggle to trust myself, I deeply love, forgive, and accept myself. I struggle to trust myself and my decisions. Trusting myself feels foreign. Likely because I often don't even know what I want or need. My wants and needs can get lost in others' opinions and expectations, whether they are real or imagined. I often value what other people think and believe more than I value what I think and believe. And because of this, I'm easily swayed. I often outsource my decision-making power to others, and I defer to others instead of looking inward to find the answer. At this point, it's negatively impacting me. My ability to trust my intuition and my inner guidance system has been destroyed. I've been outsourcing my decisions and turning to others for validation and support. I have so much evidence that my choices and decisions result in negative outcomes, which I then interpret as my inability to make good decisions for myself, which then makes me not trust my choices. I have said and done things while using or drinking that I feel deep shame and embarrassment about. I don't trust how I will behave or show up when I'm using or drinking. This has caused a deep fracture in my ability to trust myself. My lack of trust in myself is reinforced by my own beliefs about my capacity and by other people. As women, our experiences, emotions, and thoughts are often denied to us by others. Even though our intuition is screaming at us, others tell us that things aren't as bad as they seem. or that we are overreacting. Our experiences are minimized by others. And when everyone around us is telling us it's fine, even when we know it's not, it can be easy to believe them, which creates a crack in the foundation of our trust in ourselves. Many of us have experienced gaslighting in our lives, the denial of our experience or the severity of our experiences. This takes a toll on our relationship to trust. Over the years, my ability to trust myself and my intuition has slowly been chipped away. And this impact that it's had on my life is huge. I struggle with decisions. I worry about the potential fallout. I catastrophize everything, becoming paralyzed and unable to decide. I want to be connected with my intuition. I want to be able to trust myself. I just don't know how to get there. So we'll pause here. So feel free to close your eyes, take a few deep inhales, a few deep exhales. I would actually suggest you pause the video here and just really check in with your body, see how you're feeling, notice any sensations. Breathe deeply, close your eyes, just be in your body. So pause the video, feel free to do that. And before you come back to it, make sure to check in on the distress scale and figure out where you're at on that 1 to 10. So we're gonna move to the positive. Even though I struggle to trust myself, I deeply love, forgive, and accept myself. Trusting myself has been so hard over the years. Whether it's because of instances of gaslighting or decisions that ended badly while drinking or using, or decisions that just didn't go as planned. I can have compassion for myself and understand how I got to where I am now. When it comes to trusting myself, I'm ready for a new experience. I'm ready to start to build my capacity to trust myself now and strengthen my intuition and my ability to listen. I'm ready to reclaim my decision-making power and to look inward instead of outward. I will reconnect with my priorities and boundaries and make decisions based on those things that feel aligned for me. I'm ready to release any investment I've had in caring what others think about my decisions. I'm ready to embody the fact that my experiences are legitimate and I don't need any external sources weighing in on their legitimacy. I am releasing the need for every decision to go as planned. I can't always control the outcomes. I can only control what I say and do, and choose not to worry about the outcome. If a decision doesn't go as planned, that doesn't mean it's a reflection of my decision making. I will no longer let my decisions from the past impact my future decisions or my decisions in the present moment. Decisions that I made in the past have no bearing on what happens next. So I'm letting that go now. I'm letting past decisions stay in the past. I am ready to show up and act in service of my happiness and best interests. I will show myself kindness, grace, and compassion throughout this process as I learn to reconnect with myself and trust myself again. If a decision I made doesn't go as planned, I will choose not to be paralyzed by regret. I will choose not to let that decision create fear that shapes future decisions. I will take whatever lessons I can from the situation and choose to move forward. I am ready to reclaim my decision-making power now. I can trust myself. I can trust myself completely. I will trust myself. I will trust myself completely. I choose to trust myself. I choose to trust myself completely. I am ready to trust myself completely moving forward. And so it is. So again, we'll just pause here. So feel free to close your eyes, take a few deep inhales, a few deep exhales. Just really notice what's happening in your body. Notice the movement of energy. Notice any even very subtle sensations you might be experiencing. Keep breathing deeply. And also just notice if any thoughts popped into your head or any questions, ideas, anything at all. Just notice. We're not here to make it mean anything. We're not here to make it, to attach any kind of story or any assumption to it. We're just here to notice. So just notice if anything came up for you. And don't forget to check in on that scale. So the reason that we incorporate that scale is to see how we are shifting and how our relationship to the issue is shifting, and how as we think about and engage with the issue, so in this case the issue is self-trust, how engaging with that and how our stress level and our distress level is shifting and changing as we move through the rounds of tapping. So just notice. So if you're still feeling high, if you started high or if you're ending high, feel free to do the whole thing again or just the positive again. If you're down, if your number has decreased and you want to get it closer to that 2 or 1 mark, I would encourage you to do the positive round again, just so you can really reinforce what your new relationship to self-trust will look like. And feel free to save this. Feel free to pass it on to others who might be experiencing challenges when it comes to learning to trust ourselves, which can be a really challenging process. And tools like this can be really helpful in that process and in that journey. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you found value in this. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day and stay tuned for more content. Bye.